Okay, keep that going. Here we go.
You have to take a break.
3, 2, 1. Welcome everyone to this episode of GG's the Mouthful. This is me, Nelson, aka the Bearded Gunner. I'm still waiting for someone to call me that. This is Doomsday, and we're here at Casa de Martin. All right, here we go. Fade it out. And as always, your host, Mad Dog Martin.
Welcome back, guys. This is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog. Thank you, guys. I'll be here all week. Oh, they're chanting GG out there. You hear that? By the way, what you guys are hearing is literally the squirrels outside. That's how much they love this podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome back. It is Wednesday.
As always, I have Mr. Johnny Bravo himself, Mr. David Santos.
And Wednesday is my favorite time of the year, of the week.
And of course, to his left, the Bearded Gunner.
Yes. Woo.
That's it. It's spreading from here. That's it. You got to change your name now from Doomsday to Bearded Gunner.
I got to change it up.
Yes.
It costs like $10.
And you need to grow the beard again.
Yeah, well, no, it's coming back.
Well, of course, but you have to keep it.
Yeah, I'll keep it this time.
So what's up, guys? How you guys feeling today?
Oh, really good. Except that I was about to serve myself some beer.
If you're going to serve beer, you have to open the bottle.
Yeah, you got to open
Sir,
it.
it's a twist off.
Oh, okay.
Lefty, right
go.
there.
It shows you how much I know. Here we go.
Oh, let's see the pour.
Let's
Let's
hear
see.
it.
Let's see. There's some foam. There's some foam. You got to have some head, man.
I'm
You
trying
gotta
to make
have
it
some head.
sound.
Oh, no.
But
No,
we
now
do
you-
need some head.
Yeah.
Everybody can use some head.
I'm referring to beer, gentlemen.
And I'm referring to getting ahead.
Oh,
Ahead in life.
Ahead in life, exactly.
Yeah.
What?
oh man.
This
Hashtag Game Over Santos. So what are we drinking today? Mr. Bearded Gunner, what did you bless us with?
We got... So if you don't know this, well, actually, if you're listening to this podcast, you might have survived Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah,
If you did.
yes.
What we're drinking today is Shock Top Pumpkin Wheat.
Good stuff too.
Yeah, you can really taste the pumpkin on it. It's pretty good. I like that it's part of their seasonal shocks, which is pretty good. Usually I bring in a Florida brew. This time it just so happened that the one I was going to go pick it up from, they closed because of the hurricane. So they were boarding up. So I was like, oh, crap.
Oh. Well, I mean, Shock Top's not a bad consolation price.
Yeah, no, this is, you can always
Especially this
rely.
one here.
You
Yeah.
can always.
My only issue is it's called wheat, but it's usually wheat is that unfiltered beer. So it has that cloud to it. This really doesn't have a cloud.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the pumpkin that's probably making it that way. That's just, it's got a really great orange color, too.
It does, yes.
You have to be the pumpkin messing everything up.
Well,
It brings
it's
out
gonna
the
be
inner
here
basic in us.
all month, people. All month.
If I might say so, I am very glad that neither rain nor snow nor hurricane stopped the signal.
The signal will
The
go on.
podcast will go on.
This may be our last podcast if we don't live. So
Well,
hopefully we'll be here next week.
or
If not,
if the insurance pays
been a
for it
pleasure.
nicely, then we can build up a nicer studio.
Yes.
hey, that's possible as well.
We'll let our claim assistant here, claim adjuster, I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
There you go. All right, so we're going to go right into what have we been up to. I'm going to start with the Bearded Gunner.
Yes, thank you. I have been playing a little thing called Valiant Heart. I
Oh, you've been playing Valiant
You
Heart.
went back to it.
I went back to it. I've had a problem because of there's a part where I'm stuck. I don't know where to go from there,
Okay. Is it on the ground?
and the fucking pigeon won't come to like give me a hint.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I know
Yeah,
where you're at.
I'm underground.
No, you're above ground.
I could be above.
But
ground.
you could, but you're. Oh, there's also ways of going there. Anyway, guys, Valiant Heart. There's a part where you're in the trench warfare and they kind of dig on the ground and stuff like that. I think I know where you're at. I think there's something you need to do to get the pigeon to come down.
Well, no. Okay, so there's a part where there's a pigeon that I need to knock him off like bringing some bread or shit. But I'm actually at this part of the pigeon I'm talking about is the one that comes and gives you a hint.
Oh, the one that pops up at the bottom. Okay,
Yeah, that pops up at the bottom. Oh, you got a hint. So I'm at this part where I have, it looks like a spool of yarn or something, and I have dynamite. And I'm trying to figure out what to do to get out of where I'm at. So I've been playing that. I actually watched the movie Zootopia again, just because it was pretty funny. That one.
And the second time is even better.
Sloth is hilarious.
Yeah, he was hilarious. So yeah, that's all I've been up to. Nothing much.
Well, there you go. And Mr. Santos, what's been going on over at How Goes the Wedding Plan?
It's happening. That's still.
Okay.
I got pretty much everything, set for that. Invitation should be forthcoming.
Okay.
I
got a question.
Yes, sir.
Do I have to wear something specific?
We're gonna have to talk to her about that. Because I thought I need to make sure that my lawyer's here before I can answer those questions. I don't want to set myself into, but I don't think it's gonna be anything too crazy. But then again, that's how it started, and
I'm there for you, bro. I don't care.
somehow I'm spending anyway.
Pink suit and all, I'll be there.
Pink suit, yes. Dumb and Dumber suits. Baby blue and hot pink. Was it?
Hey, I'll do it. I got the baby blue.
Can any one of you get ordained? I'll be so cool if I could get Nelson. You're already my.
In Florida, there is if you are a notary.
Yeah, all you got to do is be a notary.
Yeah.
Then get to it, because it'll give me it'll be a great honor to have the bearded gunner strapped on and all. I'm ready to go in action. Be the one.
How much
to
is
perform.
it? I don't think it's a lot of money.
I don't know.
Joel actually did it. Shout out to Joel if you're listening to this podcast, brother. We need you here.
We need yes.
Part
of the original Four Saints.
Yeah, he was
the Four Saints.
The
Yeah.
Four
So
Saints.
I know that he got his notary so that he can get one of his buddies married.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I'll get in
shoot.
touch with him. I'll figure out how much it is.
I was just joking. I don't want you to marry me.
Good.
What the heck?
No. So I guess you guys could pretty much guess what I've been doing
Wedding
lately
planning.
for the last 2
Tasting
weeks.
cakes.
I've been playing tasting cakes. I've been hitting super hard on Forza Horizon 3, and the more I play, the more it sinks its long teeth on me. Is that a thing?
Wow.
Is that how you say it?
It's not a thing, but okay.
I'm gonna make it a thing. Oh yeah, sure. Because you have areas where I can build. You're supposed to be the manager of this whole festival. So as you do your races, you get more things that you could do, and one of them is now you get to do your own race. Okay. Like set up your own race or event, whichever way it is, and then you share it online. So later on, I try to do things on my computer, and I get a notification in Windows 10 that says, "Hey, so and so has beaten your score." So now I'm like, "Oh hell no!" I'll go back into the game.
Wait,
and
so
I
this is
try
a
to beat
custom
him.
track you make that someone beat your score on?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No.
So now I have to go
That's
back
not
and
possible.
I need to better max it because my name is on that.
Yeah.
And when it shows, it actually says Dream Twister presents and whatever I decide to name it. I name one. I try to name one of the events the Arnaldo Martin benefit race or something like that. But the sensors caught it and it didn't let me. Put that name. Yes.
Oh,
so you can't put real people's name?
I guess so. I
no,
don't
it's
know.
just that it's a real benefit charity, and you can't be using that name.
I guess. I can use the name of our charity. The Arnaldo Martin's Human Fund, money for people. So that game's awesome, and I've been playing that. I'm also super stoked. I know I haven't been playing this, but I'm so stoked on it that I already feel like I am. Gears of War 4.
It comes out next week.
Yes. It comes out from on Friday. I can start playing on Friday. If the hurricane doesn't destroy everything.
Oh yeah.
So I've been getting videos, trailers, trying to get a little bit into the lore, which I wouldn't think that Gears of War had like a super amazing lore, but just
to get prepared for it. Yeah.
Consuming something. Yes, because I can't wait. I can't wait to play Gears of War 4. And so that's that. And a little bit of Destiny here and there, but like I'm starting to get a little tired again with Destiny.
Of Destiny?
Yeah, the problem is the Rise of Iron. It seems to have gone back to the old ways, to the old grindy ways of Destiny, the original Destiny.
Was the Taken King not like that?
No, in Taken King, it was a little bit like that, but it kept feeding you quests and things to do.
A little more fresh.
That'll be more interesting. So you reach the end, but even after the end, there will be newer quests. And remember, this is Destiny, so it still was going to take you to the same places. But at least you could do like different things and battle different monsters or different aliens and whatever. Right here is doing the same thing that original Destiny did, where you're done with the main mission, and then you're still not good enough to be light level wise to go on raids. So you spend time like repeating the same strikes and all that.
Yeah. That was my problem with Destiny before. It's like, okay, this doesn't have anything else to
you could tell you could tell this expansion was pretty much a stopgap.
Just filler.
Well, no, that wouldn't be fair. I mean, there was work. There was work. It is an expansion, but it's not like the Taken King. Taken King was awesome.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm remembering that way because it fixed so many crap that original Destiny had.
Could be, yeah.
And now there's not much. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I've been doing game wise. I watch The Killing Joke.
Yes.
The Killing Joke. The Batman animated. I don't know how I feel about it.
Wait, don't spoil it. I haven't seen it.
No.
I'm gonna let it to you. We're gonna have a full spoiler on this.
Yeah. This is just my opinion without giving anything away. It's just like it didn't do it for me as much as what was the one that we saw?
The Dark Knight Returns.
The Dark Knight Returns. Yeah. Yes. Maybe I enjoyed that premise more, but I thought this one being like the Joker, and I was gonna get to But it was enjoyable. Of course, I can't say much of it. It's still worth a watch.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially if you haven't read the graphic novel, it's a good story to have. The only thing is, it's this weird thing where this kind of story just doesn't play well when it's
put in motion.
You know what I mean? It just makes so much more sense when you're reading it because most of this stuff is actually in their heads.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, well, your mind wanders and starts to say and do things. Plus, they padded it with some stuff which was not in the graphic novel, and I was like, okay, this is just I think probably just to fill it out into a full length film.
Are these movies usually the same? Follow the same structure of, this is this is a story about something, but like the first half is about something else, almost like it's a different episode.
No, that's not normally what they do. In this particular
because they did it on on the last two movies. Yeah, the Killing Joke and this other one, they did the same thing where, on the other one it was, I think they introduced Superman like in the beginning, like the second half of it. Correct.
Well, in the graphic novel, all of those things you saw the two, right? I lent you those two, yeah.
Yep.
Nelson, yeah, and so in the graphic novel, everything's happening at the same time.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So, Superman introduces himself, whatever, and then he has to deal with the mutant leader. This is in Dark Knight Returns. And then by the end, he has to deal with the Joker. And there was something else. I can't remember what it was he had to deal with. Oh, and the Ellen, the woman commissioner.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot her name, yeah. So all these things were kind of happening at once. But for the purpose of the movie, they kind of made it as if everything was in line as opposed to.
Yeah, follow
and it still kind of it still kind of made sense because the mutant threat was kind of a smaller threat to Gotham as opposed to, in true Superman when he's, he's all over the world. So, but yeah, I mean, it's
those movies are enjoyable. And for some reason, it gave me like... I kind of wanted to continue on the animation vibe, but go like old school.
Oh,
like I want to. Do you remember those G.I. Joe movies?
Oh my god,
the actual
yes.
movies. The one that where
With the,
like they killed the Duke, for example, or they fix it where they don't kill him or whatever it is.
Cobra La.
Cobra La.
Yeah,
Yes.
oh my gosh.
Yes, all that. I mean, I have vague memories of it. If any of you guys remember, this movie.
It was G.I. Joe the movie, and it was where it was crazy. I remember this. Was it Cobra Commander ended up turning into a snake because they sprayed him with something.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, this is
15-year-old movie.
It's more like 30. But
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
That was what, 70s, 80s?
It was the 80s, yeah.
Yeah. So,
sorry, guys.
It
You
was
should have watched it.
Yes, exactly.
You should have been alive then.
Oh, gosh. And that's pretty much, that's everything that comes to mind right now.
All right, well, I only have a few things. I'm just going to kind of breeze through them. I did finally finish BioShock 2, and that was last night. And it really felt like I had to force myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just like...
Do you love this game?
Well, I love the first one, and I like the second one. The second one, but it was designed by a different person, so it kind of felt different. It felt different. It felt like the end, they just put as much as possible to kind of make things big and epic.
I did not need to be a big daddy on that game.
Well,
on any game.
Spoiler.
If you start that way.
Start that way.
But if you I don't know if you remember the story very well. The story kind of makes sense as to why they're going with that person. Yeah. Today I put in and finished Minerva's Den, so which is the downloadable title that came for BioShock 2. That one you're also a big daddy, but it's a completely different, separate story. That one right there, light years ahead of the whole main game. It's so.
Wait, of
good.
the main game?
Of the main game
of BioShock 1?
No. Of BioShock 2.
2.
Okay. The one came in.
Because BioShock 1 to me is still one of the best stories. Gaming stories.
Definitely, it had me. Even though I knew what was happening, I still got a little misty eyed. It was one of those good things. I just finished it today, and it's really good. Actually, what I'm gonna do is gonna give BioShock a break and move on to some other stuff, and then I'll come back for Infinite.
You're getting BioShock.
Yeah, it's a lot. I also went through Game of Thrones. I'm starting over from the beginning.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm in.
Yes. Wow. I'm season 2, like 2-3 episodes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're checking through it.
Oh, yeah. Well, now that PlayStation 4 has the HBO now, I'm all over it, dude.
Well, PlayStation View also has HBO now.
The View, yeah, but I guess that's true. How much is that? That's
more
like
$20 a
thing,
month.
yeah.
No, well, the way it is, it's like PlayStation's version of Netflix, or better said, PlayStation's version of Hulu.
Hulu, okay.
Where they have just a bunch of networks that they work with, and they'll stream shows up on there.
I think they, if I have to do that, I have to probably let go of cable. But I wouldn't be able to watch.
That would be the whole point, because I heard that you save money.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do, but there's some things that like football. That's hard to get onto that unless you have the package, which is what, $300 for the season. I'm like, no, that's okay. Anyway, yeah. So I started watching Game of Thrones again. I'll let you know when I get up to the season 5 and 6, which I haven't seen.
Next year sometime, maybe.
And a show just premiered here this Sunday called Westworld.
Oh, yes.
And someone somewhere I was reading I was reading all the reviews. I was curious to see everybody's opinion on the show. And someone went and dubbed it the Sci-Fi Game of Thrones.
Oh my God.
Sci-Fi Game of Thrones.
I was like, whoa.
That sounds right up my alley. Where do I sign up?
And apparently it's the biggest premiere that HBO's had in 2 years. The showrunner is actually Jonathan Nolan, which I believe is related to Christopher Nolan. So that's always a good background. And Jonathan Nolan has gone on record with Vice on an interview and says that games, Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption, and BioShock are all
those are good titles
that inspired him for this show.
Really?
Yeah.
Those are good titles. That's a good thing. Now let's see if this series could inspire a good game out of it.
No, I don't want a good game.
You don't want a game? You don't want to
You look what they did with the Telltale game.
That's probably what they'll go with. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want that.
No.
There was a Game of Thrones RPG. Apparently, there was a Game of Thrones RPG I didn't know about, and it was.
Was it before the show?
No, during the show.
During the show, okay.
Yeah.
I bet it was probably season 2 when the big hype was on Game of Thrones.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that people wanted to cash in on that pony.
Real quick. Yeah. Well, Westworld is the name, and essentially, what it essentially is this. Let's think of it as a theme park.
Okay.
A theme park that rich people will pay for to go there and live like they would in the West, essentially. So it looks like, the old West. People go there, whatever. But everybody
Is this in the future?
It should definitely in the future.
In space with zombies.
Not that far into the future.
Oh, okay.
Don't be silly. It's the animals from Assassin's Creed.
So the area that they're in is essentially populated by these robots.
Xenomorphs.
Oh, okay.
They're robots, and they literally get up and do. They live their life. They're designed and programmed to live lives, and then go home,
prosper.
go to sleep, wake up, do the same thing all night, and then they all kind of just washing clothes, making sales. They're at the bar serving drinks.
Oh my goodness, that's
And
so weird.
There is brothels. There is
They should have used holograms. Like
gunfights, and
Like
this
Tupac.
is all designed to essentially allow the buyers to do whatever they want, anything they want. That means anything. You want to kill some people, you want to rob a bank, you want to sleep with everybody in the entire place. You can do it. Obviously, we're talking about the robots or the cyborgs, whatever they are. And
Cyborgs are people too.
are they?
Cyborg lives
No.
matter.
Well,
iRobot.
that seems to be the theme that they're leaning towards, which is to say, at some point, AI, artificial intelligence starts to develop off of this, and then who knows what happens from there. So it's pretty interesting. Special effects are top notch.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Anthony Hopkins is in it. Ed Harris. We got big names in this, and I like the episode. So I'm going to keep watching. I'll let you know how it continues. Oh, the pilot is available online for free.
I was just
For
gonna say.
non-subscribers. If
I
you
was just
have
gonna
not
say.
seen it.
Yep.
I believe you have to go to the HBO website to.
I was getting all those ads when I turned on my Xbox, my Xbox One, my advertising machine.
Oh, well, there you go.
If I want to get advertised, turn on Xbox One.
Well, this is a good advertisement.
Yes.
Definitely check it out. It's probably just gonna be the first one, but at least it'll kind of
it's
give
the
you
first
what you're seeing there, and that's really all I've been doing. So. All right, so we're gonna move right into some news.
All right.
God, do we have news?
There's so much news, I don't even know what to do with.
You guys might want to sit down for this one because it's gonna be a hell of a roller coaster ride.
It is. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and start with Mr. Bearded Gunner. The more I say it, the more it's just gonna.
Yeah,
come
the more it
naturally.
sounds like that guy likes guns. He has a beard.
He has a beard.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Let's roll with
It's
it.
either that or Gunnet Beard. Bearder? No, that didn't make sense.
Yeah, no.
I take that back.
That's his
Good try,
superhero
though.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate the try.
This is pumpkin beer.
I'm gonna call you former Doomsaying. How about that? The artist formerly known as.
I'm just
Doomsaying.
gonna adopt a sign, a symbol to represent me.
Exactly.
It's a
gonna be a gun.
gun with a beard growing off.
Yes. Yes.
I like it.
Actually, sidebar real quick. There's this guy named Dave Castro. He's the one of the CrossFit, I guess, programmer. He's a big guy in CrossFit, and he does 3-gun competitions. He has to have one of the coolest logos for his brand. It's basically the front end of a gun, so the barrel and the bottom
sight.
bar. And between that is like 2 barbells kind of crossing, so it kind of looks like a skull and bone. Yeah, like a skull and bones, but it's a gun and barbell.
I see what he did there, yeah.
Nice.
And then, like,
okay.
in between them, he has, like, kettlebells and stuff. It's pretty cool. Okay.
That's going to be my tattoo now.
And we're back. Okay. We're going to start it off with something that everyone is excited about because, let's be honest, there's a pirate in us all.
There is.
Not inside us, but in our imagination. Not Peter Pan, kind of.
We're making it worse.
All right. Have you guys seen the trailer for the Pirates of the Caribbean?
I have.
Wait, what?
Pirates of the
Pirates
Caribbean.
of the Caribbean 5.
There's another one?
There's another
There's
one.
another. These things are going to go on to like 10.
Yeah.
I thought they were done, though. I thought they wrapped up.
Take that back.
I mean, I have...
It's Disney.
Did you see 4?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the 4th one?
Let's not talk about that.
See, here's my thing. Pirates of the Caribbean, there isn't any of the pirate movies out there that's actually good. The special effects are great.
I will grant you that. There isn't any pirate movie that's actually good.
The special effects are great. Johnny Depp, he's in my opinion, he's a really good actor because he can
He's
go
a really
from
good actor, yes.
like for
He
example,
looks really dumb on the pirate's costume.
well, no, that's the thing about him. He can play these characters really well. Like look at what he did with Alice in Wonderland. But then he can do like very serious roles, like what is it, The Ninth Gate or the 10th, something like that.
Oh yeah, the Ninth Gate. Yeah,
That was a great movie where he was actually a serious actor. So he has that ability to be able to switch roles. Of course, he plays characters better than actual people.
yeah.
But nonetheless, I mean, you have to be an even better actor to be able to portray certain characters.
The quirks, yeah. A quirky character, yeah.
Especially a freaking guy that's supposed to act like he's drunk all the time, which is great.
Jack Sparrow.
So the trailer looks great.
Yes.
Graphically, it looks amazing. Like they have this right in the beginning. They're entering these caverns. You have these like pillars coming out from the ground. It looks crazy and it looks top notch.
It looks like an improvement. Did anybody see 4? And I'm asking Santos, but he doesn't want to answer. Has anybody seen 4 here?
I've seen it. I vaguely remember it though.
Okay, so 4.
I haven't seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies there. I said it. And I haven't seen any of the Fast and the Furious either. Why? Because they don't look good. There you go. I said it.
Wow. Direct all your hate mail to Mr. Dream Twister.
That's Dream Twister.
Good game.
So no, the fourth one, it appeared as if the budget on the fourth one wasn't as big as the prior 3. So this one here looks like they're putting some more money into it, and I think it shows in the trailer. Javier Bardem is the looks like to be the main villain.
Oh yeah,
and his look and his pirates look, the ones that are with him. I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm biting this. I want to watch it.
Yeah, and that's coming out in 2017, right?
I didn't see.
I think at the end it said 2017.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good movie to look out for next year.
Have you seen the movie Pirates? Made by...
You're talking about like the claymation?
Made by Digital Playground. As you can imagine, by the cover, it looks more interesting. It looks more interesting than Pirates of the Caribbean.
So
I'll show you the cover, and you guys could Google it.
What is this, porn?
You just have to
that's exactly what that looks like.
That is that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, no. That's that. Well, the funny thing, I haven't seen it. Right,
Right.
But
I haven't seen it. They told me.
The thing they told me about was that
so fast on
it is one of the highest production value porn movies, and I was like, wow. So that's the thing also.
And so he tuned in to check
so he's
out.
like, I got to do research on this.
Yeah, exactly. So I bought the 4K Blu-ray. And
I
have a 4K player so that I can foreplay with... I don't know where I was going with that.
Hashtag game over, Santos.
So that's what I got for movies. Oh, no, there's a few other ones. You got one, though.
No, you good.
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
The man that's a fan of that lens flare. that blue lens
flare. The movie.
Fun fact, his wife told him, you should stop doing the lens flare.
Good. Oh, my
Did he get divorced?
God.
Is he divorced now?
He's not.
No.
He's listening.
Between the lens flare and the stupid firecrackers that are always going off. You know which ones I'm talking about?
I was going to say the upside down shots of like, yes.
Yeah. Between those
the camera going upside down and me getting sick.
Yeah. So, Portal, the movie, has been rumored. Is it a rumor? It hasn't been confirmed yet.
It hasn't been confirmed.
So we're talking about the game?
But he's hinting on it. Yeah, the Portal game.
Yes. A movie by J.J. Abrams about Portal.
Well, yeah, but he also, they originally brought it up back in 2013, and now there looks to be more hints to just say it's in production at the moment, which is
legitimate.
Good. Yeah.
Legitimate. This is not going to be like, Guillermo del Toro doing Silent Hill and then nothing happening out of that.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Although I was excited for that.
Yeah.
Because it's Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Yes, me too. Unfortunately, Konami.
Yeah.
Fuck Konami.
The other thing is...
Sorry, Raphael.
The Batman movie has a name.
Working working title.
So it's like the Dark Knight. No, they can't call it the Dark Knight.
No, that's already
The
taken.
shadowy,
It's
Cape
literally
Crusader.
called
the Cape Crusader. Exactly. Batman
Wait
and
for
Robin. Okay.
drum roll.
And it sounded. I can make it.
It's called The Batman.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Yeah,
The
that's
Batman.
it. The Batman.
The Batman.
El
the
Batman. El Murciélago.
That's it.
That's it.
No Dark Knight. No, the Dark Knight.
You
Not
would
the,
think that they would come up with something pretty good. I mean, especially with the fact that it's a
DC?
Ben Affleck.
Jeez.
Well, no. So
Warner Brothers, really, yeah.
One of
you
those.
think about it. They have the Justice League coming out, right? You would think they would give it some good title, something. The Batman.
That
So let me tell you how the meeting went. They're like, all right, we got to come up with some names
for our Batman movie.
for our Batman movie.
Put it the. Batman the.
And then people started throwing stuff up, and someone was like, no, I don't like these. I got an idea. We'll call it The Batman. It sounds original. It sounds
Put a
awesome.
stick on it.
Taking it back
It's
to the-
done.
It'll take us back to the original. That's
Yep.
it. We're moving. And I'm sure all those great ideas that were on the table got left right there.
They should have called it
still
like they
sitting
called. You know how they called at one point the iPad the new iPad instead of iPad 3.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's yeah. So they should call this one the new Batman.
Yes.
There you go.
Although he's like in his 40s or something like that. So he's not that young.
By the way, have you guys seen all those memes that have been circulating about Batman eating?
Donuts.
He's like eating donuts. He's eating some like bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they have pictures of like Aquaman, like benching, deadlifting. Wonder Woman, she's like cleaning weight. Cyborg, which I mean, he's already jacked.
Yeah.
And then you have Batman over here in the corner, just like eating chips. It's great.
That's awesome.
There you go. Fat Batman.
Fat Batman, yeah.
The
Instead of sad
movie.
Batman, yeah.
Yeah. PH fat. That is. You know.
PHAT.
Yes. Fat Batman.
All joking aside, though, I am interested in that movie. Because
We all are, of course.
Yeah,
it's another hero movie.
No.
You know.
We'll watch it.
The reason is because it looks like it's not going to be in the hands of someone that I don't want it to be in. Because it's going to be directed by Ben Affleck, which is a great director. He's co-writing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously starring in it. So.
What was that movie that he directed? It was killer. He was actually in it too, where he had to go
Daredevil.
Argo.
Oh, Argo. Yeah,
that was really good.
Great. That was a great movie.
There
And
was-
also The Town. Did you see The Town?
Yes, that was. Listen,
That's a great movie. Yeah.
that
Stop acting and start directing.
okay.
Or continue directing.
Just to let you guys know, if we need to go beat someone up, you give me a call. I'll go fuck somebody up for you guys.
Okay. Good to know.
Wow.
So
Point it.
there's this hurricane coming. I need you to take care of it.
Yes. I don't need you to take care of the looters. The
Oh,
looter
yeah,
problem.
looters, I got 'em.
Yes.
Yes.
Two in the chest, one in the head.
John Wick style.
Oh, John Wick.
Who inserted a special effect here?
And that's why they call me the bearded
We
cat.
totally don't have a gun in here. That was a special effect. Put that special effect down, boy. Before it goes off.
Sir, stop swinging it around.
Whoa, I don't got money.
All right, so let's. We got some more news on the gaming front. Really, just gonna fly through some of these little ones, and then we can talk about it if you want. If not, we can move on. Outlast 2, the demo, is available now. Xbox One, PS4 for free. Go check it out. It doesn't come out till next year.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Prepare to get scared out of your mind.
Yeah, that's
Prepare
a
to get
perfect one for
shitless.
VR.
Scared shitless. The Recore, also demo available on Xbox One and PC for anyone who hasn't tried it yet. Apparently, I heard they have great ideas, but it didn't really pan out anymore.
Well,
Good idea, poor execution.
and really ridiculously long loading times also. Although today they have patched the game to reduce the load time and fix some of the issues that a lot of reviewers were having. You know, a lot of reviewers, the reviews went like this. You know, oh, the game is great, has some great ideas, or it throws you back to, you know, to very old school, but the game is janky as hell.
Yeah.
If you have a high tolerance for jank, then this game is for you. And
Like,
I was like, oh. So I'm interested in knowing how this patch fixes some of that jank. Because when I saw it, well, maybe if it's the price, lower price. I mean, it's a $40.
You tried the demo?
I was gonna say the demo I'm willing to download, but it's only half an hour. It only lets you play for half an hour.
Well, you should be able to see jank within half an hour, if not.
The cutscenes are probably gonna take like 15 minutes before you get control.
Wow.
I don't know.
It's free. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
It's the worst that can happen. Also, new for Rocket League players, there is a new arena available now. And if you're still playing that, we have to go back to that. That was such a good game. But there's a new arena there available. Let's see what else we got here. Beyond Good and Evil 2 appears to be in production after all.
Oh.
Yes. I got to tell you, I'm a little bit worried about that.
In what sense?
In the sense that I think in our mind's eye, that game was way better than
what it really is.
I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was a good game.
It's a cult classic.
It is a cult classic.
Yeah.
And I remember enjoying the hell out of it. But it's been so long. It's like the game that they released now, more than likely, is going to be completely different from what it was before. So,
Do you think it's going to be one of those games?
The Last Guardian.
Like The Last Guardian.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Beyond Good and Evil 2 was PS2.
Yes, he was.
So, yeah. That's
why I asked you, do you think it's one of those games that it won't be able to fulfill its wish? Like
it all depends.
Like a Half-Life 3, for example. It doesn't matter what they release. Half-Life 3 could be like one of the best shooters of all time. People have waiting for that game for so long that I don't think it's ever gonna meet their.
If they can, for instance, if they do release this game, I'm not going to walk into it going, "Oh man, it's going to be so good." No, I want to see what it's about. I enjoy the first one. I'm going to try the second one. That's really all you can do. You can't really walk into it with, another Half-Life 3. You can't walk into thinking it's going to be the best thing in the world. Really chances are Valve hasn't done it because they're like, well, there isn't that much new to first-person shooters, so, what's the big deal?
No, they're actually being like, oh, we don't need to do this. We're rolling in Steam money.
on top of the fact that they're just, sitting around making money, printing it, basically. Going on to Japan is also the Nintendo console that, what is it? The classic console.
The XN? No.
Yes, no. The classic console that's coming to the U.S., Japan is going to get their own version of it. It's going to be the miniature Famicom.
The Famicom Classic.
And it looks very adorable. The only thing that looks also adorable that probably shouldn't is the damn controller. Because it looks like almost half the size of the regular controller, bro.
Wait, so the ones that we're getting are normal size controllers?
The ones that are here in the U.S. is going to be the regular NES controller and then just the small... console, a miniature console. The one over there is going to be the miniature Famicom, and I think it's because originally the regular Famicom, when it came out, the controllers sat on the sides of it, kind of like on top, almost like horns, and it was like a slot to just kind of put them there when you're not playing. So because they're doing a miniature version of it, those slots are only so big on a small one, so the controller has to still sit there. So the controller is now like...
I see.
It's maybe half the size.
See, the real reason is because in Asian cultures, they're used to binding their feet and binding their hands. So they have smaller hands and smaller feet. No, that's actually true, though. They do bind their feet. Some people. Like the girls that want to be dancers. They bind their feet so that they can be like a little bit more nimble.
It's the more you know star going above us.
That's actually pretty funny. I'm not sure if that's the reason why.
If there's any Asian GG members, I'm sorry.
Well, let us know. I don't know if he's right.
I think that reason is silly, though. It's dumb. They should have at least modified it to where, okay, you know what? It's not going to be one to one, but you want to make it playable. At least the US version, those controllers are the exact same size. Or allegedly, right?
Yeah.
To
exactly.
what we remember the NES size. If you get a Famicom, it's almost too small for hands.
It looks small. It looked really small. I was like, that's. But I can understand they're going for the aesthetic to make it still sit on there. You know what I mean?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's more of a novelty kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably going to be something that people will display and not so much play.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Modern Warfare.
Wait,
I've heard about that.
Yeah, do you remember that one?
Yeah.
From 1970.
75?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. Along with Pong.
Yes.
Yes, Pong Remastered.
It was modern back then, but not really right now. It's more
wait,
ancient
those are
warfare.
the coins, right? Pong.
Yeah.
The little doop, doop, with the,
Oh no,
yeah.
I thought you were talking. What is the you remember
Those
the
are Pogs.
Pogs? There you go. That's what I
What are
was thinking.
Pogs?
Pogs.
The coins.
They looked like coins, but they were made of plastic,
Yeah,
and they
you would
had like
battle
the
them and
signs. And
I
you
have no
played
idea.
against
and they
them.
were weighted. Yeah.
Sir, did you live
Yeah.
in the 90s? Let's go back to the 90s.
How do I know that?
Exactly.
That's what I'm
Thank you,
saying.
Santos. I'm glad you caught what I was throwing there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Pogs.
Pogs.
Big on Pogs.
Hashtag Pogs. Lives matter.
I have no idea. I have to Google Pogs. I have no idea what they
Wait.
are.
Real quick. If you know Pogs, comment on the link
All right, let's
and take a picture of Ronaldo.
let's make a pause to show now what Pogs are. And we're back. All right, so now you know. Now you saw what Pogs are, right? How could you have missed them, right?
I have still no idea what they are. I've never seen those things in my life,
Okay.
and that's
Yeah,
my story, and I'm sticking to it.
just comment below and tag him in the picture.
1990.
By the way, no, we'll get to that later. But it was pretty good.
Going back to Modern Warfare, the remastered game. Apparently, according to Activision or Activision's website, requires, in order for you to play Modern Warfare the remaster, you're going to have the disc running at the same time, the Infinite Warfare disc.
Of course, for all those people that thought, "Oh, I don't care about
Infinite
Warfare. You know, screw the future. I'm just gonna buy this for Modern Warfare remaster and pay $80." Well, guess what? You won't be able to sell Modern Warfare because or Infinite Warfare because you need it now. You need it to be able to play
Exactly. He's going to have to,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
until
and
they sell the download version.
on top of that,
like a month.
apparently, with probably the two of them installed into the system, you're looking at about 130 gig install.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah,
So-
I think that's the size of my hard drive.
Thank goodness
my-
for those terabytes that are coming out.
130. I mean, you're getting 2 games,
And you can't uninstall the disc one because you're gonna need it
Because
there.
you-
It has to run.
Well, you can always uninstall anything else, like Witcher, Forza,
All your other games, basically.
all your other games, basically. Yeah, Bioshock
Yeah.
collection. No, but I saw.
That's a lot.
I was looking at gameplay. First of all, did you know that people that have pre-ordered the game are actually playing Modern Warfare right now? Like the game's out. Or
Oh, really?
See, this is what I don't understand. You pre-order Modern Warfare, or
Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Warfare. God, it's gonna.
Yeah.
They should have named it something else, like Battlefield. You pre-order Infinite Warfare. You get to play Modern Warfare campaign only. No multiplayer. Just a campaign.
because the servers aren't up.
Right. But how can you play them if you need the disc, or do you need the disc for the multiplayer,
I don't know.
which is what a lot of Call of Duty players care
Probably
about
want
anyway.
to play, yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I mean, I saw video of it. It looks great.
Oh yeah,
For a remaster.
Did you see the comparison video?
Yeah.
it
I was looking at the comparison video. I was
really
like, oh
looks
crap!
okay.
This is not just they put some new textures. They actually redid a lot of the, a lot of the elements of it, and it looks awesome.
Yeah,
I
looks
can't
pretty
wait.
good. And I got some VR information here. I don't know if I want to really go through that yet because we don't have much information on VR.
Yeah, this what I'm about to say could be all we can say about VR. So I went to Taco Bell, and I bought a.
And that's all we can say about VR. And there you go.
I bought a like one of those $5 boxes because it gives you the code for the VR.
You want it?
You want it?
Well, that's what I'm getting to. So I text the code, and it says like, "Oh, reply yes that you're 18, blah 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 blah. Agree to conditions." Like, okay, yes. Okay, reply stop if you want these text. I was like, tell me. So then I put whatever.
What's your social security number so we can verify you?
So then I finally get a text message back, and the first line says, "Congratulations!"
Oh,
And I flip out of my chair. I was like, "I fucking won it! I won a fucking goddamn taco!"
Oh,
Nice.
man.
A freaking
five.
taco.
Sir, that is the future
Con-
eating right there.
Congratulations.
I was so mad.
You won a virtual taco.
I know it's not even real.
It's not even real.
And the worst part about
It's
it,
DLC.
If you buy the PSVR, then you can actually view it in virtual reality.
You can get close to it.
I was so mad.
That sucks.
And so then to add, what is it? Salt to
Insult to injury.
Insult to
yeah,
injury.
insult to injury. Why was I
Insult.
saying salt?
Because you can solve an
insult.
injury also.
Okay. I was like, you know what, fucking, let me go get my taco now. I drive back and I was like, listen, I just want a free taco. She's like, well, actually, you have to get the taco with a free order with your the purchase of your next order. I was
Are
like,
you
So I
serious?
can't even get a free taco. I have to go buy something and they'd be like, oh, by the way, I have a free taco.
I hope that story. I wish that story would have went like, sorry, we can't fulfill because you need to buy. So here's a PlayStation VR.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome.
Be like, okay, fine, but next time I want my
I gotta
taco.
tell you, Taco Bell is the only one making commercials for PlayStation
Yes.
VR.
Oh, I knew someone. I knew
That's
someone
crazy.
that won. You remember when they were doing something similar, but for a PS4? Mm-hmm. The PS4 hadn't been released just yet. It was like a week ahead, and this person won the PS4.
Oh, was it that-
he was playing? He was playing whatever were the
Before?
launch titles before any of us.
Oh, that's kind
basically,
of cool.
yeah. So
Speaking of VR, real quick, Google Daydream.
Oh yes,
It's just basically another freaking. It's
I thought you asked
glorif-
me. I thought you asked me to Google Daydream.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, Daydream, which probably would have shown me that.
But yeah, exactly. Well, it's basically just another version of like Google Cardboard, just like a more fancy version. It's
Oh.
basically the same thing with the lens and
This
you
one's
slide your
made out of
phone in.
fabric.
Yeah,
Does it-
no, and that's it. It's basically like a felt covered.
Oh, so does the phone go in there?
Yeah, the
As
phone
well?
goes in there. It's
Oh,
compatible with like up to like a 5-inch screen or something like that.
Oh,
Any phone?
Yeah.
very good. Hey, well,
iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Well,
gonna be
at least what-
Android phone.
but
At least what I
you're,
was reading, because all it is, it's a flap that you pull down. You slide your phone in there, and then you cover the flap with just like a padded like flap. And then it's cool because it kind of has like those like buckles and stuff. It's customizable in that sense, I guess. But basically, it's just the same thing as cardboard. It's just an AR,
They
augmented reality,
augmented reality?
something like that. No,
Oh,
what is
no,
it?
it's not virtual reality?
No, it is VR.
it
I'm
should be
sorry. I was
virtual,
thinking, I was thinking about something else.
Yeah. Basically, it's still just it's not.
It's still
It's not
like the
the,
whole
like,
split
video.
screen crap.
You know, Google had that keynote, and they have some interesting announcement. Like I was looking at like Google Wi-Fi, which is like
Oh, yeah.
their type of router that works a little differently.
Yeah, it's like on a different band or something. It's like NRB. It's not NRB or
Well, and also like you can buy several ones and cover your house, which I thought it was odd because
yeah, like Bright House's version of Echo, where it just like amplifies the. Is that what you're talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
thought that was-
I know what a Wi-Fi extender is. I have one of those at home, but like there was a lot of buzz about this particular one. You know, from Google, maybe because it's just Google.
Yeah.
And then they had their Pixel phone.
Oh yeah,
what's it called
Pixel actually look kind of cool.
Yeah. Would you replace your time bomb over there?
It's not,
That's the wrong 7.
Your Galaxy Fire 7?
I probably would just because it's so Google what they do or I guess their statement was this is the phone that's meant to run Android, so it really opens up the doors for
We made
what's
Android.
capable of. Yeah, exactly. So it's like
okay.
this is our OS. This is how it should be running, and it actually like some of the specs I can't remember off the top of my head, but some of the specs were pretty good. Like the processor was really good. The
Camera, I heard it was like the best camera.
Yeah, I mean it was
better
comparable
than
to almost
the
like a
iPhone 7.
DSLR. Yeah. It's a fucking sick.
Is it a
camera.
new version of Android? Because usually when they release their new phones, you know, their Nexus or whatever they call it, it comes with like the latest version of whatever their OS.
Probably it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine it is. If not, it's probably like a
Souped up version of whatever it's
souped up
right now.
version, Yeah.
I hear if you there's a special now. If you pre-order between now and like the 18th, the phone, you'll get the VR.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the VR isn't expensive. It's like equivalent to
Cardboard.
like the Samsung Gear, which is like $70.
Yeah. That's not bad. Well, yeah, and the Gear was I think if you was it the 6, the Galaxy S6 that would give you the Gear as well.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I didn't get it with the 7, so
no,
AT&T,
that's
you
good.
got it.
Step it up.
So Modern Warfare.
Yes. No, I thought we ended
Yeah,
with Modern Warfare.
we're past that.
Oh.
Last couple of things here.
Oh, we were talking about VR. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, VR. Well, real quick on the VR for PlayStation VR. Apparently, Batman VR and Resident Evil VR are actually timed exclusives, which means most likely they'll be coming to the Vive and the Oculus at some point. Also, if you've got a PS4 and if you've used the HDR function that they celebrated so much at the beginning of September, apparently you're going to have to unplug the headset in order for the PS4 to run in VR. In HDR, excuse me.
So you have to physically take out the
cable.
You have to
the
unplug
cable
it.
out. I'm surprised that that's not handled through a firmware update.
Maybe it's because the Pro handled it better.
Oh, okay. You need to get the Pro for that.
Yeah.
That's a Pro functionality, you know.
There you go. Yes. No unplug.
A remote
necessary.
cable disconnection.
Exactly.
Oh, really quick, just to jump back to Daydream, and it comes with a controller too that would be compatible. So I'm sorry, it
so
probably
it has a gamepad?
it's like a 4-button thing, and the gamepad is actually
the motion sensor?
kind of like a Wii, like the nunchuck kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So going back to what you were saying, it probably is just Android.
I would imagine.
And scene.
And then just again, a couple of more small items here. Marvel has Iron Fist coming to Netflix in March 2017.
Did you guys see the trailer already?
I have.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for it. I haven't started well, it's because I'm doing a bunch of other stuff right now with Game of Thrones, but I haven't started the new...
And the Hurricane.
No, Luke Cage. The new Luke Cage series actually started, I think, over the weekend, and I didn't get a chance to start it just yet. But looks to be it's going to be pretty good, so hopefully the Marvel Iron Fist can live up to that as well.
Yeah, and they've been Marvel. Netflix has been doing a really, really killer job with their series. They have some top-notch productions, which is I'm excited for the future of Netflix.
That's funny that you mentioned that because I've heard a rumor that apparently Disney is interested on buying Netflix.
Oh.
Don't they already own Marvel?
They own Marvel.
They do.
They own
Marvel.
Star Wars.
They own Star Wars. They own your soul and mine.
Yeah, well, they
Talk
have my
about
soul
the-
since the 80s, so...
Let me tell you what's going to happen. Instead of Daredevil crushing people's skulls with his knees, he's going to have probably a padded pillow on his knee.
They're going to Disneyfy it, everything. It's like the problem that I have with all these movies. They get Disneyfied.
Exactly.
That's the problem. That's why we can't have good things. Violence and sex. I'm going back to Westeros or Westerados. Or Westworld.
Something tells me that they would significantly lose subscribers if they were to do that.
Can you imagine that? I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, honestly, I don't... That would suck to me. I don't know why, though.
No,
I feel like it's...
No, see, okay, so I'll be the voice of opposition here.
The devil's
Tom.
advocate?
Talk to me.
Yes, well,
Alright.
so...
Devil
You're
advocate.
wrong.
So, yes, they
Yes,
own
you're
Star
wrong.
Wars. Star Wars, I think, is looking up now, considering the prequels.
Well, that's only because
That's
we
only
had...
one movie, though.
Yeah.
It's just one movie,
That's
yes,
all
I
wrong.
understand
And
that.
also, we went so long without Star
Exactly.
Wars.
There was a little bit of a need to want something,
This
to like
is
something. You know.
Also, the Marvel movies are pretty much knocking it out of the park. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't need to see blood and gore in a Marvel movie unless it's Deadpool.
A series.
You know what I mean?
No, unless it's a Netflix original series.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, I don't see them. They seem to be with Marvel specifically. Yes, Marvel. Disney owns Marvel, but they seem to be very hands off. They're like, do what you do. The reason we're acquiring you is because you're doing the right thing, and we want to be part of it, and we want to back that up and whatever.
I
and
don't
we
want them to
and
own
we want-
everything, though.
And we want.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't want that either. So I mean, again, it's just a rumor. That last week was what Twitter that
Yeah.
Disney was going to buy
trying to buy-
Twitter,
Yeah.
and
They would censor the crap out of Twitter.
You think?
I would think so.
there will be a way to. I mean, guess. But again, you lose users.
They could, and we have to remember, it's Disney, but they have other properties that are like greedy. I mean, they have ABC, which has series that are like just normal, right?
Yeah.
They don't super censor anything. I mean, we're not
but it's
analysts here to be talking about this, but I just brought it up because it was a very interesting. Like the moment I read it, I just had a bad feeling about it.
Well, see, just to go off of that, if it's a rumor, I can see how it is because Netflix wants, one, they increase their price, but they also want to bring about, 40% of their...
50, yeah.
50%
of their original viewing.
Yeah, from their original series. So they need some sort of investor, someone with deep pockets to be able to make those productions. Because if you look at their production value, it's top notch, like I said. So if they are wanting to take it to the next level and have 50% of their view come from their originals, then they need someone who would be able to bankroll it.
I guess maybe this is just me, but I mean, on top of that, yeah, you would have, most likely Disney series. God, the entire probably Disney library.
That's the
animated
problem.
movies
And what happens to Sony Picture movies or... Well,
Sony Picture Movies needs to make better movies.
Warner Brothers, all these other houses where suddenly they're...
Did you say houses? Like,
like in Westeros? Yeah, he's thinking
all the other houses. That suddenly they have to compete with their in-house productions, with Disney, everything.
Sure.
What happens to them?
It becomes kind of a monopoly where Disney's controlling a big part of the movie and the streaming portion. Because what else is out there besides Netflix?
A conglomerate at this point. Yeah, it's something big.
It's a mega corporation. I see how this goes down. I seen futuristic movies where it's the corporations control everything.
Run everything. Yeah.
But not even. By the way, speaking of
corporate
movies,
commander
Javier. In the group.
I know that guy.
Oh God.
I know that guy. I thought he was banned though.
He put me on blast.
Shout out to Javier for that amazing comment. That burn was so good.
What happened? I didn't know about this.
So Javier, he put up a picture of the
Narcos logo.
It says it's Pablo Escobar in the front. It says Narcos Netflix original series, and then he's like, "This series is so good." Begin quote. I cannot understand why a human being can watch a Ryan Reynolds movie instead of this. End quote.
I think he was quoting a famous philosopher.
Yes.
Called Doomsday. He passed away, unfortunately.
The bearded gunner.
Oh my gosh, you don't understand. I think I read this while I was at work.
So instead of working,
no, I was probably on my right, and I literally laughed out loud. If you look back at my comment, I was like, ha ha ha.
Oh man!
I thought this was on the back of the box. So
no,
Narcos.
And then someone in there, I think they put a picture of Ryan Reynolds when he was Green Lantern.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Okay.
For the record, Buried was a good movie.
It was. Not to take away from that movie. It was a good movie.
That's fine.
But that was just hilarious.
I understand. Thank you, Javier. I understand.
You don't know how to follow
up to that. Yeah.
It's like, all right.
I'm just gonna drop the last piece I got, which is Twitch will now finally is going to allow you to upload pre-recorded videos.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
That is very good. So basically, they're stepping into YouTube territory.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could actually now modify them here, edit them, make them nice, censor them also.
You can cut out the comment portion of it if you need to.
Speaking of Twitch, I am very excited about the fact that now, if you're a Prime Amazon Prime subscriber, now you get the benefits of the Prime Twitch. I think that's what they call it, Twitch Prime. Mm-hmm. Very original. But you get those benefits for free.
Okay.
And
what are the benefits?
Well, no ads is the only benefit I care about.
No,
basically, I intend to keep this podcast ad free. But if anybody wants to advertise, just call us. Good Game Gamer Group at gmail.com.
This podcast is brought to you today by
Twitch. Totally not. The candy bar with me. Twix. Totally don't mean that.
No, that's good because there's sometimes that I'll pay for an app just to get rid of the ads because
I do that too. I mean, the way the money's going to someplace. You're either going to watch the ads and then the owner makes the revenue from that, or you pay for it. So
yeah, no, I was just joking about that. But I mean, not so much. I do like the idea of just being able to go into the stream that I want to watch with something interesting happening and not getting a 30-second ad that is unskippable. You know, it's not at least
a long
at least
time.
YouTube is tasteful about it. It gives you
Yeah.
5 seconds,
Not always.
and then you can skip. Well, yeah, some.
You got your occasional 30-second that they won't let you.
There's
Yeah.
some that are a minute.
I'm calling you out, IGN. You do that all the time. That's why I'm not subscribed to you. But sometimes
If you pay for their service, you'll get no ads.
is it also with Amazon Prime?
No, it's IGN something. I don't know.
Everything should be free. If you're an Amazon Primary, you should have elevated privileges in the world for everything.
Like the stonecutters in The Simpsons.
Cutting the line at the DMV. You know, I have Amazon Prime. I'm here to do my registration.
By the way, Amazon Locker. There's one on Howell Branch. That's a game changer. I know what you said. It could still be delivered, but if you're out on the road, you can just be like, hey, listen, this is right by my job. I can go ahead and pick it up on my way to work. It's by a gas station. Let me pick up a sensible beer while I'm out there.
Okay, well, I
what's
thought
that?
about it. Because just for people that don't know, my question was immediately like, okay, what is the benefit of this? Is right now, Amazon can hand deliver to my house, even if it's the same day. I mean, they come at night, but they still deliver. But then the more I thought about it, it's like, oh, okay, maybe if I'm at work and nobody's at home, it'll be like a Dropbox place. So, yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
and that's basically what I like about it. The fact that they're putting it in these places where it's around jobs. It's around, like plazas. So if someone is working there, they could be like, hey, listen, I live in Maitland, but I work in Castleberry. There's one in Castleberry. Just drop it off at this lockbox. I'll pick it up during my lunch break, and then you can have it earlier, which I love that.
Yeah.
For the record,
This
I'm
podcast is
if
not
It was a mention
Sponsored
was Amazon Locker is what you're referring to. Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon Locker.
Yes, Amazon Locker.
Also, apparently, it's pretty good for those discreet purchases.
Oh,
Oh man,
wow.
it had to be said.
Yes. So I can buy Galgon now, finally. Yes.
Yes.
Nobody will know.
Except when it's twitched up there.
Oh, damn it.
For the record, didn't you have Galgun already?
No, I had a demo. I downloaded the demo from the Japanese store.
Okay. You know, there's a $99 add-on that you can buy
For what? For Galgon?
for Galgun 2.
They're nude.
Just okay. So hold
They
on.
actually-
So we can
They're
explain.
not nude,
for the
but
people.
you get to. They start off without clothes.
Wait, what?
But that,
Yeah. Yeah, I read
What?
about it.
No,
Yeah,
BS.
no,
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
no, it's you. But then you're talking about paying
Nudity?
60
Sir, put
or
your credit
whatever.
card
the-
away.
All right, yo, hold on. Let's take it back. Let's take it back.
Okay.
Galgon.
Yeah,
So
Galgun
a lot of
2.
people don't know about this. What is Galgon?
It's that game that you were.
All right, so I'll explain. It's a game for PS3 where the object of it. It came up with the PS4. The second one came out to PS4. But yeah, in PS3 it was when I discovered the gloriousness of it. No. Apparently,
Like a 14-year-old boy.
you get the premise is that
Discovery.
Cupid is trying to, you're a loser basically, no good with the girls, and then Cupid tries to help you, but he gives you an overdose of whatever, let's call it the love potion, and now every girl in this high school, which makes it even more disturbing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Japan. Now all the high school girls fall in love with you at first
Yeah.
sight, and they just try to, and they go after you, and they try to give you presents or kiss you or whatever, and for some reason that lowers your stamina because I guess
It can kill
you're
you.
yeah, I guess you're having an orgasm every time it happens. I don't know why. But the premise of the game is you have to shoot this
The girls.
the girls.
gun.
Well, yeah, with this gun exactly that pretty much makes them
Stop in ecstasy is what
very
they do.
exactly. They're stopping it and then they fall down and then you keep shooting. So yeah. This is disturbing as it is. You're telling me that there is a $99 DLC pack that makes the high schoolers naked?
That's what I read. Yes. Well, not naked, just without clothes,
Yeah.
underclothes.
What do you call that?
Oh, with underclothes is what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Not
okay.
nude,
okay.
not
Yeah,
nude.
not
Yeah.
nude. Okay, all right. Because it said naked, I was like, wait a minute.
No.
How did this pass? Like even in Japan, where they censor all that shit. I don't know why I know this.
Yes.
They censor all that shit. I don't know why.
Amazing.
They
I am a connoisseur of Japanese culture. How do you know?
Bet you don't like sushi.
Yeah,
No.
that's a shame.
Fuck sushi.
Jesus Christ. Yes, that was pretty funny. When
All
I
right,
read that. I was
well,
like, oh,
there you
man.
go. Galgun. Available now for PS4.
Friday's payday.
It's actually Galgun too, but yeah.
Galgun 2.
Just in
All right,
case.
this game.
We're going to take a quick break because we need to refill our pumpkin beers here. We'll be right back.
With more news.
And we're back, guys. This time I'm enjoying a nice little honey apple crisp beer from Shock Top. Got to tell you, not my favorite.
Wait, what? Is this the same one that I'm having?
Yes.
Oh, I like it even better than the pumpkin.
Do you?
Yeah.
No.
It's
Wait, what part don't you like about it?
It's
not
it,
pumpkin.
The apple?
it tastes too much like sour apple.
Like apple,
Which
okay.
sour
Yeah.
apple's not
So
one
it's
of
more
my
like it tastes more like a cider.
correct. And I'm not big
Yeah.
in ciders.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
okay.
not big in ciders.
Makes
I can
sense.
definitely see that.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'll still drink it because waste not, want not.
That's right.
So we're down to the last couple pieces of news. Mr. Santos, take it away there.
You remember For Honor?
Mm-hmm.
Did any guys play the multiplayer? I mean,
No,
you guys
no
didn't try playing a split screen.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, Ubisoft had decided to drop that off.
Oh, they're not doing the split screen?
No,
Why?
they're not
Because
doing the
of
split screen. Apparently, well,
lower resolution.
the game run kind of okay on PS4, but it was getting like I don't know. It was a feature. I don't know how you guys feel about split screen. Like I never care for it anyway.
I was raised on split screen.
Yeah, me
You were-
too.
yeah.
The GoldenEye.
Oh,
was
yeah.
That's exactly what I
four-player
was
split
thinking
screen too. That was. I mean, I
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
why because it does really take a hit in the clarity of the little window that you're looking at.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean. But at the same
And it
time,
takes a huge frame rate hit. But also, I feel like that was a product of
Its time.
Its time where with multiplayer, where you didn't have Xbox Live or PSN, so you actually have to have split screen if you wanted to play multiplayer. Now everybody has their own systems and their own TVs, and
true. But I think there is still a place for couch co-op.
that's true. That's true. I'm just a lot of people are up in arms about it, and I mean, and with reason. I think that would have been a cool game because if you remember the gameplay, it was sword
yeah.
fights and like
That
crazy.
could be it too. I mean, if you're not able to, accurately see what's going on in that half a screen, basically, then that can cause you to maybe lose a fight because you didn't, react accordingly because you weren't looking. And think about it this way: how many times are you playing a split screen multiplayer game where you're looking at the other screen?
Yeah,
that's happened
You know what I
Maybe
mean?
times.
So, and then
Yeah.
on this particular game, this is almost, think of this as a Dark Souls where you look away for a moment and you just screwed yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense.
yeah. So
That damn game.
So there's that. I can't wait for that game. That looks pretty legit.
It did look good.
Yeah, it looked good, the demo. Also, PS4, Skyrim, and Fallout are getting mods after all.
Well, after the outcry from well, not the outcry, the finger pointing from Bethesda,
Yes, yes.
I can see that. Yeah,
So they decided to add it, but
Comes at a price.
No, well, it comes at a price. Yeah, the support is going to be limited.
okay.
As opposed to, and my program crashed here on my phone.
Damn
Stupid
Apple.
iPhone. As opposed to on the PC, which you can mod, anything, or I think Xbox allows that also. Or they haven't said anything against it. Sony has on PlayStation side had decided, okay, it's going to be available, but only with current assets.
Okay.
Everything that's already in the game, you can't stream out, which makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Because again, you start streaming outside assets, and somehow someone can take advantage of a memory leak or get access to the kernel, and next thing you know, PS4 could be
Act.
hacked. Yes. And those are the major things actually that I have.
Yeah, it's been
Oh.
quite a week. Oh,
I just forgot to mention. I thought those were pretty cool. Rare achievements on Xbox. It's getting like a different tone,
sound.
like the different sound. It's not looking at the bloop bloop. I probably should actually insert the actual
Yeah.
sound here.
Insert sound of
same-
regular achievements now.
The same sound that they have had since the 360, and and now it's getting now it has kind of like it's almost like a shine maybe. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it.
Yeah.
So I can insert it.
Insert it right here.
Unless there's blank. And that's all for news.
All right. As you can see, it's been one of those weeks for news. I expect this to happen more and more, considering we're going into the fall where all the good games are coming out. Yeah. But we do have a topic of the week, a hot topic of the week.
Topic of the week.
All right. And this week, I reached out to everybody to ask them, what are their gaming rituals or quirks? Nobody actually mentioned any quirks, and I have a lot more quirks than I have rituals.
Oh, I have quirks. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people online that responded to that, but what kind of gaming rituals do you have? I think you have a particular one. You dust off the table, get everything set
Literally.
up, turn on the lights, put on some Galgun.
Play back. Put the notion and the napkin.
Oh, my God.
No.
That's a touch much. No, but what kind of rituals do you have when you go gaming?
You want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So these are the particularly the reasons why I always end up having just a few, maybe an hour to play. Regardless of the block that I separate, is because most of it is in preparation. First of all, I need to make sure that my area is clean, and I mean dusted. I think you were saying it jokingly, but that little
I wasn't joking.
Oh, okay. So I didn't think that I told you about this. That's why I'm kind of shocked. So I do have a Swiffer that I use, and I try, just clean it out a little bit, make it look nice. And I lower the lights. I dim the lights kind of romantically.
Do you turn off soft music too?
No, because that will distract me. See, this is the thing. If I'm going to play a game, I don't want any distractions of any kind. The problem is by the time I set that up, I'm already don't have enough time to actually sit down and play.
Wow.
So lights are off. Depending on the type of game, if it's something that I could take breaks or sit down or watch a long cutscene, I'll make coffee.
Oh, God.
Because one of the best feelings is having that coffee, having that warm feeling in your stomach when you're playing, especially a JRPG, if possible, but any RPG will do. I will always. Let me see. I always sit through cutscenes, no matter how many times I played it.
I think that's most people. Well, not
no. A lot of people that skip cutscenes kill me. Like it's just. And you know what? Hey, that's their prerogative. They can do whichever way they want. But I'm watching Twitch or no, that's not happened to Twitch. Sorry, I'm watching someone play. And like just hitting X real fast, just trying to skip that. And I want to read, even though I already know the story. I want to see it. I want to see it like basically. I want to have the experience, the movie experience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So. Oh, and every game has to have subtitles.
Oh, that's a problem for me. I'll take it if it's something you have no choice for subtitles. But
well, the problem that I
like Witcher 3, for instance, I had to put subtitles because there's a lot of accents in there, and sometimes I couldn't understand, even though they're speaking English. But I was like, I'm not getting.
And it might be too thick for you to understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So something like that. But overall,
the reason I put them is because when I'm playing, I'm trying to concentrate a lot on what they're saying. If I want to grasp the story, I'll put it. If I don't care about the story, like for example, if I'm playing Forza, for example, I don't care what they're saying. It's not super important to it. But Metal Gear Solid, I have to have this on. I have to have it on. A Witcher, that will be another game that I will have to have subtitles. So there's that. I mean, it's a whole ritual that will take me a good 30 to 45 minutes to set up, whether it's PC or or console. With consoles, I feel like it take me longer.
how could there be? There's no optimization there.
I don't know. It's probably good thing you mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
PC game, before I run, if it's the first time I'm going to run it, I have to run some benchmarks. I want to make sure that I have the optimal experience. I know this is ridiculous, actually. I have to have the optimal settings, make sure that everything's running pristine. And sometimes if a game crashes once at the beginning, I'm done with it. I'm like, okay, this is not for me. Like Soma, for example.
Yeah,
it happened with Soma. So yeah, that's I probably have more quirks than that, but those are the ones that
I got mostly quirks. What do you got over there, sir?
The only thing that I do that I've noticed is whenever I die or whenever
you throw the controller.
Throw the controller, have to buy a new one.
No, there's something that's loading. What I'll do is I'll turn on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
And then I'll turn it back off. And no, I won't even open it. I just turn it on. So I'll turn it on. I'll hit the the bottom power button. And then I'll look back up. Then I'll look back down on my phone, turn it on, look back up, turn it on again. It's just like to see if something came up.
Something new.
Well, that's loading. That's about the only thing. But actually, Seth in the group, he said something that was hilarious that I can relate to a lot, which is I have 3 dogs. So what I do is I have to let them out because if not, they want to crawl all over me. And I have a Pekingese, and what he does is I'm playing with the controller on my lap. Because I usually kick my feet up on my coffee table. So he'll come and he'll want to get right in there. And I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of playing a game. I'm not going to rub your belly. So I have to take them out, make sure that they get a little bit of exercise, make sure that they run around. Then I bring them back in, feed them, give them water. So I just thought it was hilarious that he wants it out because that's actually pretty spot on.
They did say when you're about to start playing, that's when they need to go out.
They wait for that freaking moment. Isn't that what it is? Yeah. I got mostly quirks, and you know some of my quirks, but
oh, do I know them?
So I'm gonna throw a couple out here. That's probably gonna make me look worse than the fact that I don't want to play GTA 5.
Particular.
You lean left when you're using the left controller.
You lean back and forth. Hey, when there's Uncharted 6 came out, what are you gonna do?
Oh yes, when there's a new chapter to a game. Like Uncharted, for instance. What happened when Uncharted 1 came out, I bought it, whatever, I loved it. Uncharted 2 comes out. I don't even open the Uncharted 2. I buy it. It's home. It's shrink wrap. It sits in shrink wrap until I've replayed the first one. Then I'll pop the second one right in. And then I did that again with 3. And then for 4, I got the Nathan Drake collection.
Oh my God.
I did it all over again.
Wait, I don't know. From 1.
From 1.
Sir, don't buy Final Fantasy 15, please.
It's well, no, that's different. That's different. There's no connection between the characters.
Okay.
This is like an overall story, and I can tell you one thing. Okay, it adds to the story because when you've done all that with this one character, by the time you get to the end on Uncharted 4, we all know what happened there. It's like, it's so meaningful. You know what I mean? It's just because it's fresh in my mind. I did the same thing with Dead Space. I never really did it with Dead Space 3, but I have to have it. You know what I mean? If there's an option to doing it, I will end up doing it.
Pretty funny.
Wouldn't that get you tired though? Wouldn't it? Because
no,
I feel like by the time I get to Uncharted 4, I'll be like, okay, I'm all Uncharted out.
I did that with BioShock the first time BioShocks came out.
That's
it's just
crazy.
Hey, it's about the love of the game, bro.
Do you play it on hard mode?
No, actually, the replay. Literally, I drop it down to easy because I'm literally replaying it for the story. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm just trying to get through it. And let me tell you, easy is not exactly as easy as it sounds. I mean, talking about Uncharted. You know how in Uncharted, for whatever reason, you can do like. It looks like they're getting shot in the head a couple times. I'm like, they should be dead. You know what I mean? And that's like normal. You know, they go down with one headshot. And
so easy is realistic.
It's really normal. You know, I'm like, what the hell? That was one of my quirks.
That was hilarious, though.
I do it all
Playing
the time.
the games from first to the latest one.
Yes, I do keep my games shrink wrap. Like if I get a new one, that's another thing. If I'm playing the game. Let's say Tomb Raider, the new one's coming out, and I buy it, but I haven't finished whatever I'm playing currently at the moment. I do not open that game.
Oh, you hate me
then.
It
stays closed until I'm finished the game.
Oh, you hate me then. You hate me then because I've been there where I was like, I'm dying to play this other game, and I got it, and say,
that's actually why I finish a lot of games. You know, because I'm like, although don't get me wrong, sometimes I'm just okay, and I'm done. When you get to that point, you're like,
I got in my field.
I got what I wanted out of this game, like Arkham Knight. Done. I don't need anymore. I don't need to know what happened.
I think
I know
Dark Knight
Batman lives
forced
in the
you.
end. That's all I need to know. That's one of my quirks. One of my old quirks, which I don't do anymore, which is which I kind of miss. You remember when games used to come with the instruction manuals?
Oh my god!
All right.
Do you remember what games used to come with instructions?
Dude, they don't. Obviously, it's all in game nowadays. But I used to do this
Boo.
all the time. I'd get this back when the cartridge games. I would buy the game. I'd take it home, read through the entire manual, regardless of how long it was, before I play the game. Before I even put it in,
Oh my
I
god!
have read through the manual. For the record, I do skip the whole button presses, but I looked for everything, got
That's the
all
only thing I will
information
focus
could.
on. I want to
No.
know how to play the game,
I mean,
not the lore.
hello.
Although-
That's what I was about.
I will say during college, I reread several times the instruction manual for StarCraft because I thought the lore that it presented you at the beginning was super interesting.
Okay.
But then
Well, there
again,
you go. That's the same
it's
thing.
a sci-fi story, so yeah.
Well, I mean, those are some. I have mostly quirks. The only ritual I have is to come home and make myself some food and sit in front with a little fold-up table. I'll start playing.
Oh no,
Oh, Trey.
Yeah, the little food tray.
you have another thing that kills me.
You can't eat and play.
No, you
Call multitasking. sir.
First off, I got a remedy for your problem of watching, of replaying the games from beginning, from episode 1 again, 2, 3, 4. YouTube, YouTube that shit.
Well, I mean, I did do that with The Witcher 3, obviously, because Witcher 2 was only on Xbox.
Oh my
and
God, yes.
Witcher 1 was only on PC, and I
Yes.
didn't play either of them. So, yes, I went to YouTube to fill myself in before I started. Before I even I had it, before I even started the game. I went, let me find out who the hell this Geralt guy is.
Geralt of Rivia, whatever
Yes.
the name.
What is Rivia? I need to find out.
The inverting
Oh, yeah.
the inverting of the view. It kills
gosh.
me because what is your logic behind it? I mean, it's sound. I'm not making fun of it. It's sound
Actually,
because a lot of
you know
people
what?
play that way.
I'm glad you brought this up. Nelson, since you played GoldenEye, apparently you probably, I don't know if you realize this, whatever, but GoldenEye, okay, first-person shooter, can we all agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Default was invert.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that was broken. Eh?
Well, no, you also have to think of the fact that this controller, it was on the N64, so it didn't have a dual joystick.
Oh,
Yes.
so it was like messed up in the middle, like weird.
It had one stick, and that's how, and I thought it was pilot wings.
Pilot wing.
Because of, the whole flying, because that's how you fly. Pull back on the stick to go up, and, it's freaking GoldenEye. I
Again,
thought about it, I
this
was
is-
like, that's where it started. That's
Yeah.
where it's freaking started.
Again, to clarify, this is when you're viewing up and down on first-person shooters or first-person games.
Even
you do it
third
on
person. Yeah, even on third
Okay,
person.
When you do it on any game, you can control the camera instead of moving the joystick up so you can look up and down so you can look down. You basically do like if it was a plane, right? Where you hit down.
It's like it's like
look up.
yeah.
You have a better way of explaining.
The analog stick is in the back of the person's head. You pull back
That's a
on the
good way
head.
of explaining.
He looks up. You push up on the head. It looks down.
So basically,
That's what it looks
like if
like.
you're
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. That
like
makes
if you're
sense,
at a
yeah.
plane.
Also, now that you mentioned that, the camera. Let's say, for instance, you're a cameraman in the movie.
Uh-huh.
All right, you're the one making the movie.
Yeah.
If you need to film something that's above, are you going to push up on it?
Well, see-
No, you're going to push down so that the camera angles up to look at it, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Thank you. That's perfect logic.
But yeah, like for example, I played a lot of GoldenEye when I was younger, and it was just like that. It defaulted to invert, and that's
Yeah.
where you left it. You kept it at that, and you just played your game.
Exactly.
So
Shout out to the Golden Gun, by the way.
Also, that freaking golden gun. I remember that shit. Perfect Dark was another one too on Nintendo 64 that defaulted to. I heard it
Star
somewhere on one of
Fox,
these
maybe.
podcasts.
So see, I think the
Oh yeah,
difference.
that one did too because it was flight. So yeah, that made sense.
I think the difference that we have is that you're seeing it just like you said very well. You're seeing it as the camera, like you're the cameraman for everything that's happening for the action. I am thinking about it as I am the person. So
Makes
if I want
sense.
to look up, I'm gonna think up, and that's how I'm gonna hit the
makes sense.
control pad, and then the opposite. But I can relate to that because this is an issue that I have with a lot of Japanese games.
Oh, the Invert X.
What they exactly
Yeah.
the Invert X, where again, my thing is, I switch to the left. I expect to walk left, not right, and the opposite.
Well, no, I
but
think
there
it's
have
the
been
camera.
games.
Yeah, the camera they do that with.
Yes, but there have been games where that is locked, and like it kills me at first, but then I'm okay
get
with
used
it.
to it.
Yeah, I get used to it. But then I go back to another game, and then I'm confused. Like, okay, I don't know how I prefer to.
It is, yeah.
Or
The
suddenly I'm given the
Invert
choice.
X, I don't invert X. That's a little bit odd.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's just strange right there. No, but I do invert Y, and that is a quirk as well. I have to have it inverted Y.
This is the problem. So if the joystick is on the back of your head, right, and you move up down, why
doesn't it work the other way? I don't know
exactly.
what it is. Because it didn't work that way on GoldenEye. That's what it was.
So
I swear to God, that's
it
what
is
was.
a quirk.
It's a quirk, definitely. I can't get past that. So, do you want to go a couple of these here that they listed? Or?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm interested to know what the group has.
Seth, yeah, he mentioned the Seth one. That was
The
pretty
Seth one was
funny.
hilarious. I love that one.
Oh, man. Infante only has one ritual, apparently, and that's for his 3 boys to go to bed so he can play.
Yep.
He says the bad thing
Married
is by the
life.
time they finally fall asleep, that he also wants to go to sleep too. Yeah, kids, man, they take forever to go to bed. Let's see here. The only ritual that Giovanni has is that he plays Super Mario Brothers 3 with no flutes. You remember the flutes?
Oh, yeah. You don't...
On Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving
Oh,
itself,
wow.
yes.
That is a ritual.
Because once I have our turkey in the oven, it's my little tradition. 20 plus years apparently doing it.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
That's a ritual. My gosh, that
Super
is
Mario 3.
that's it. Yes, best one.
Best one,
Just
yeah.
saying. Gilberto agrees with the dog problems.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. Let's see here. Chacon. Oh, we got something with Chacon. I always tell my girl that we need to save money, and the only way is not going out much and spend very little money. It is my excuse to play games. Then I sit down on the PC and start browsing stuff for my game room, and there goes the money. So his ritual is to spend money.
So his ritual... Oh, I can vouch for that. He bought a 1080 the other day, which I might have not helped.
Oh, you had a hand in it, didn't you?
I might not have a hand in.
Wow. Mr. Christopher Savage put down here, order delivery, usually Chinese, log on, greet friends with insults, play casually until the food arrives, and then it's game time.
And then it's food time.
It's see, he eats and plays. Hey, that's an art, my friend.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
I also wash my hands before I play because I don't want to have sweaty hands. By the time I'm done cleaning, I need to make sure that my hands are sterilized before I touch the controller.
Wow.
That's another quirk.
That
That's
is a
another
quirk.
quirk.
Yeah, definitely a
You're
quirk.
eating something, you're not grabbing my
That's very.
pads.
That's like you're the monk of gamers.
The monk.
That's the monk. This is a show in USA with the OCD guy. I don't know if you ever see that, but
yes.
anyway. And finally, Brian Dahl. If I'm playing a survival horror and I'm an atmospheric game, I always wait until nighttime when it's dark so I can play in the dark and get more immersed into the experience. There's been a lot of times where it's my day off and I really want to play a game in the daytime, but I always end up waiting until night just because.
Oh,
So he wants a full
It's about
survival
ambience, right?
horror game
It's about
experience.
getting the mood going.
Actually, that's what I was waiting for it to get dark, and I'm going to go jump into some Outlast 2.
Oh, no.
Twitching that bad boy.
We're gonna see that. Another thing. Oh yeah, playing in during cold weather. Oh, it's so awesome. That's also one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Really, really, when it gets. Florida cold people.
Yeah.
Let's face it. Yes.
We're talking 45 degrees.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But just
Oh, man.
awesome because then I don't have to worry. Because that's the problem. My room is small, and so if I have the TV and the console going full speed, full blast, it gets really hot.
Oh, wow.
And then I get uncomfortable. And lately, I've been doing this thing, which I don't know why. Even if it's a game that I know that I'm enjoying, and I want to continue going, I will stop. I will grab my phone, and I will just start browsing like Instagram and Facebook or NeoGAF, and just stay there for a good 10 minutes. See, this is the reason I don't have time to finish games because I just waste too much time.
I'm sorry for you.
And then I, I'm like, I have my feel. Okay, I'm done. It's like I need that 15-minute break time.
Well, those are our quirks and also our rituals, and
I bet we have many more, and we just not remembering.
Yeah, and none more come to mind.
I will comment if I remember any other.
Some new ones, that's right.
I feel like I have more. I don't know why.
I think you do.
I'm a little quirky when it comes to double dipping.
Gaming. Oh,
is that also?
That's just bad money sense. That's what that is. Well, that brings us to the end here, guys, of episode 24 of GG's The Mouthful, which I think I realize now, I don't think we said at the beginning of this episode.
Yeah, that was my fault. I couldn't remember.
We have to start over then.
Oh, man. So episode 24, as always, guys, go to Good Game Bracketed GG on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Also, go to goodgame.tech and join the group. Become part of the conversation. Also, if you guys want to send us your questions, you can send it to our email. We have an email. It's going to be goodgamegamergroup@gmail.com. We'd love to read your questions on the air, questions for us, questions about gaming, movies, whatever you guys want.
Life,
relationship in general. We're not going to be good help for that, but
it's going to be hilarious.
We'll read it for you.
Yeah.
This is Arnaldo Martin, Mr. Oh my God, Mad Dog. Signing off.
You wanted another name. You wanted the bearded gunner too.
Yeah, he has a bearded gunner. I think I want a new one. Mr. Santos, you have anything else for us?
I can't wait for Gears of War 4. I'm excited, and I hope I survive this hurricane so that I can actually play it.
Hopefully there's power.
I'll be sad if there's no power.
It'll come back on Tuesday when everybody else gets it.
Yeah, exactly. Wah, wah.
Mr. Bearded Gunner, anything else for us today?
No. Y'all have fun.
Okay. So we'll see you guys next week. GG. GG.